right, everybody. Welcome back to Wrestling with Power. Mosley here. Slick Vic is somewhere down there. And we got a special guest tonight. I'm pointing in the wrong direction because my camera is, whatever.
Is he
Big
this way?
Kev's in the house.
Big Kev in the house.
It's like Hollywood Squares.
Not quite Brady Bunch. We need a few more people.
Circle gets the square.
Yeah, for sure.
Get a little unruly at that point.
Big Kev is in the house with us tonight. He's joining us for this ever so special episode of Wrestling with Power, where we're going to be talking about Night of Champions and all the other stuff we normally talk about. And then we're probably going to be doing some trivia at the end of the night, this time out of the Ultimate Wrestling Quiz Book.
Oh.
Not to be confused with the Ultimate World Wrestling Entertainment Trivia Book. This one's a little newer.
They both have ultimate in it?
Yeah, they're both ultimate.
Man. I want the Universal Undisputed Tag Team Champion Book of Trivia.
Of the world.
Neither one of these books has the Ultimate Warrior on it either, so there's that.
Oh, wow.
He's self-destructed at that point.
There.
I want the
gosh.
I want the perfect trivia book. That's the one I want.
Is it just all Mr. Perfect trivia?
Yeah, just 1,000 questions about Mr. Perfect. That's what we need. But here we are, and I don't know. There was some recent news, but there really wasn't much recent news, so we're just going to skip over that, and I think we're going to go straight into the normal shtick. But first, I think it's only appropriate. In our very first episode, Vic and I introduced ourselves and talked about ourselves a little bit. We're going to give Big Kev the opportunity to do that right now. And so, Big Kev, who the hell are you? And when did you get into wrestling?
Okay. Oh, man. Who the hell am I? Kevin O'Rourke, Big Kev, right? Huge video game nerd. Big fan of wrestling. Gosh, from the world's longest island. Moved up to Maine. Gosh, was it like 6 years back at this point? So living it up here in the woods, having a good time. And yeah, when did I get into wrestling? I got in at like the ruthless aggression era. I was not a fan, like, in the younger days. I got in around like in middle school. So for me, it's like, Ric Flair, right? But like old Ric Flair, Carlito, Chris Masters.
Yeah.
Who else? John Cena, right? Kane, Rey Mysterio. That's like my kind of group of when I like started watching wrestling. I've gone back and watched stuff, like earlier than that, of course, right? Then took kind of like a break a little bit from wrestling and got more into it in like the 2012 sort of era. So, I'd watch it a bit with my dad too. My dad's like two wrestlers that he knows are like Alberto Del Rio and Fandango.
What
if you asked him about
pair.
wrestling, those are the two guys he knows. Fandango, Maine native too, from Portland, Maine. Shout out Fandango, Dirty Dango as he goes now.
I've actually heard that term. Yeah, he's doing well, I hear. Or is he
Yeah,
retiring?
he's doing pretty great. Yeah, yeah. I've seen him live at Limitless Wrestling shows, and he's rocking it. He's great.
Is he still like doing the dancing gimmick?
Oh, he's doing the dancing gimmick too, and he's kind of upped it a little bit too. It's a little raunchier.
No,
he's really gyrating all over the state of Maine. Gyrating and a baiting.
Well, heck yeah, that's good to hear, man. So we kind of got a sort of a missing link here because Slick Vic started watching, I think, really kind of came up during the New Gen era, right? The New Generation era,
like
maybe a little bit before.
The very tail end of the I think the golden era. But
yeah,
the new generation era is basically when I started to really get into it. Like,
yeah, and I was
Monday Night Raw started.
I was totally like Attitude Era. I had watched it before that, but I never got into it until the Attitude Era. Until I could like I think the way I put it, like actually watch it on my own time instead of it just being on at a friend's house or my grandma's house or something, is when I got into it. And then
Yeah, always watching that at a friend's house. Like, you get a pay-per-view, right? Or PLE,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Everybody crowds
Mhm.
around and get some pizza and all that.
Good
Heck
times.
Good
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You know what's these days I watch PLEs, I get some pizza, and there's nobody around. It's just me sitting there with my
Just shoveling the
drinks.
whole pie down.
Yeah, just eating the pizza. I try to get my kids to watch it. They're like, this sucks. I don't want to watch. They're going in the next room. So, but anyway, that's what happens, I guess, when you get a little old. I went to the bathroom to fix something a minute ago, and I had to get down on like one knee and peek up and under the sink and try to fix something. And I stood up, and I didn't hit anything, but my knee felt like somebody shot me in the knee with a gun, and I'm like, fuck, I'm getting old. Sucks.
Did you like sell it in the bathroom too? Like WWE?
No, I
would?
should have. I should have. I should have went down and like bladed my head. Just, you know what I mean? That would have been awesome.
That guy Mosley could have a match with anything, even his toilet.
Yeah.
Look out, Bret Hart.
Put the sink over. But all right, so well, I guess we'll let's talk about some SmackDown. Slick Vic is always the one that brings the SmackDown here, Big Kev, and what we've been doing here lately, we'll talk about it a little bit. We'll let Slick Vic tell us what happened for a little bit, and then we'll tell him what we think about all that.
Hey,
Are you
lay
guys
the smacketh down?
Are you guys ready?
Let's do this.
So, SmackDown coming at you on the 26th of June in London, England. And by the way, this is the last 3-hour SmackDown for a while. Just looked it up before the show. It's not a permanent thing. I don't know why, but yeah, we're moving to 2 hours starting this coming Friday. All right. So Trick Williams and Lil Yachty come out to start the show. Trick missed SmackDown last week because he was getting married to Lash Legend. But now he's back and ready to whoop Ricky Saints. Ricky comes out and says Trick is good at making bad decisions. Trick says he's going to smack him down to London Bridge. Ricky says if he beats Trick, does Lil Yachty come too? Ricky then hits some cheap shots, and we're off. This was pretty entertaining. Trick is good. Trick is great. Ricky's brought his A game too, so good stuff. And then Alexa Bliss wants a piece of Jade and her minions to avenge Charlotte, even if that means she has to team up with Tiffany Stratton. Which brings us to this tag team match. Tiffany Stratton and Alexa Bliss versus B-Fab and Michin. Mostly a nothing match. Just build up for Tiffany and Jade. The heels go over when B-Fab hits a combination neckbreaker X-Factor type move. But post-match, the heels start beating on the babyfaces until Chelsea Green comes out with a kendo stick, but loses it before getting into the ring for some ha-ha. And despite that, she still outwits the heels. All right, so let's move on a little some more. Backstage, the MFT is over as Tama and Tala Tonga tell Solo Sikoa they're out. By the way, Tala says he spoke to the Elder Gods about this. Did you catch that? Yeah, I'm kidding. He said elders, but he said elders, not elder gods, but still, I'm like, I
totally missed this. I totally missed this segment somehow.
I'm like, I got to bring this up. Mosley's got to have some Mortal Kombat for this.
Every time
elder gods.
Yeah, every time that you bring up something Mortal Kombat related, I'm like, how did I miss that? How did I miss that segment? I didn't catch it. So they're out. They're done.
Yep. Solo is what's that one White Snake song?
He's Solo, yeah. He's off the tree.
Yeah. Here I go again on my own. Shit apple. Anyways. All right. Jade Cargill tells Nick Aldis she wants Chelsea Green tonight, which Nick makes official. And we got Nathan Frazier versus Rey Fenix. This was fun, especially exactly what I expected from these two. Some great some great looking high spots from both men. I was entertained, and I really like that Mexican muscle buster from Phoenix, which he used to go over. Good stuff. All right, let's pause there. Mosley.
Move.
Yeah. Mosley, who's going first, you or the third man?
Well, I'll give my thoughts. They're not a very long-winded at this point. The Rey Fenix match with it that was for the title too. That was for one of the AAA titles, the Cruiserweight title, right? And they've been kind of doing that
Believe
lately,
so.
where yeah, they've been having it, which I think is cool because I was a big fan of when they brought the Cruiserweight division back, and it sucks that it didn't get over and, do good in WWE. But I like that they're doing this, and yeah, that was a great match. Absolutely fantastic match. Trick and Ricky Saints, man. I know for the past couple of weeks, or maybe the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been like, yeah, Ricky Saints, I like him. He's cool. What I don't like about him was really super obvious here, which is like, he's just, it's almost like he's trying to be comedic in a way, like he's acting a little like goofy and stupid, and I didn't like that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Big Kev,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
thought?
I'm a big fan of Trick Williams.
Oh yeah,
That guy's rocking it. I see him like future champion for sure. Like, heavyweight champion, world champion. I think that guy's got it. He rocks. Every match he's in, I'm usually just pretty amped seeing him, He's got electric moves. I don't know, he's a fun guy to watch.
he's got that song that everybody gets
Yeah,
into
whoop
when he
that
comes
trick,
out.
man. Oh yeah.
He really does have like all of it. So I mean, the roster these days is huge, but you can definitely tell who, if they do it right, can be big players in the future going forward, and he's
Yeah.
definitely one of them.
I could see him, being that, I don't know, grabbing that brass ring, as it were, right? Really going for it. I think Ricky Saints, we need a little more time to cook. Maybe the gimmick needs a little tune up. But I like Ricky Saints. He's cool. NXT, he's doing some cool stuff. He's a good talent. The AAA stuff though, bring more of that. Like I love AAA. No, I'm gonna butcher it here, but Noche de los Grandes,
Yeah,
the Grande Americano match. Oh man, that was awesome. I know that wasn't on this show, but
Fantastic.
seeing the AAA stuff, like it's really neat. I'd love to see more of that come in, even if it's like a feature spot, right? Like have one match. It's like the cruiserweights, right? Cruiserweights in WCW, they kind of amp the crowd up. I think
Yeah.
that stuff, it makes for a good show.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, backstage, speaking of AAA, the War Raiders, who are the AAA Tag Team Champions, challenge Priest and R-Truth to a winner-takes-all title match. Truth does some annoying Scarface impression. Priest says that sounds like all right, we'll let you know when and where. And then LA Knight rolls up. He's not happy with how his match with Jimmy Uso ended last week, so he calls out Solo Sikoa. Solo comes out, and Solo is over like a babyface in London. He gets the "Oh Solo Sikoa" chant from the crowd, and LA Knight even says that it's catchy. Solo says even his family's left. So LA Knight says something about purple piss, then says that leaves Solo open to rejoin the Bloodline. And Solo says he hates the Bloodline and suggests LA and him team up. LA says he's seen this movie and knows how it ends. Solo says the enemy of my enemy can be friends. Knight says thanks, but no thanks. Great stuff from both men here. This is a very lengthy promo, but again, I was entertained. Right now, I'm not sure. I was not sure how I feel about them potentially teaming up, but we'll get to Raw later. I feel a little better about it. All right. Sami Zayn is in the back. He points to Johnny Gargano and says nobody listens to him except for Johnny. I love this. I love this whole Johnny Gargano and Sami Zayn stuff. It works for me. Normally I'm kind of a little harsh on Sammy, but yeah, prone Johnny Gargano funny.
He's been laying around for months. Like, what is he doing?
What's the payoff for it too, right? Like,
I don't
what
think
happened?
Eventually. He had an NXT match like a month ago where he actually woke up and got hyped for it, but then he lost it and he went back to being sad.
Yeah, didn't he lay down in the middle of the ring or something? They had to pack him off.
I don't
He had a
remember.
Twitch stream where he was just laying on a table for like an hour.
Oh my
And
god.
they,
Doing
like
nothing?
cut the stream. Just doing nothing, just hanging out.
Candace didn't show up or anything?
I think she's the one that ended the stream.
Somebody had to.
Somebody did.
All right. We got a match. We got Paige versus JC Jane. Paige is in her home country, and she gets a big pop. And this was all about making Paige look good here. Not a bad match. Fairly short and sweet, but very run-of-the-mill. The crowd really being into it helped. And then Danhausen, still in his lab, experimenting on The Miz and Kit Wilson. Matt Cardona starts talking about the Knicks, and Los Garza come in and gets in his face. Let me ask you a quick question there, Big Kev. Are you a Knicks fan?
Indifferent about basketball, but man, you got to root for the hometown team, right? New York all the way. I'm happy to see the Knicks win as a New Yorker. Not a big basketball fan, but
okay.
Go Knicks.
Well, all right, let's let me do one more thing. Finn Balor, who I don't know if we've seen Finn Balor lately, but him and Tama have an exchange backstage where they bring up their history, which I am not the most familiar with. Maybe one of you guys are familiar with the Bullet Club more than I am, but Tama is not enthusiastic about seeing Finn, and he walks off. All right, gents, that's like 2/3 of the way through SmackDown. We got LA Knight stuff. We got the War Raiders and Priest and Truth, Sami Zayn and Gargano, JC and Paige. Danhausen, anything you want to add?
Well, Danhausen's Danhausen. He's doing his thing, which is somehow it's still cool. Like, it still entertains me. It's not gotten old, so that's cool. The War Raiders match where they challenged for the WWE Tag Team Champion. Did they say when that was?
They didn't say. Priest says he'll let him know when and where, and it's a winner takes all. It's a winner takes all match. So are they gonna just combine both AAA and WWE tag titles?
I don't see that happening. But
it better be a double DQ or something.
I'm almost certain that it'll take place on a AAA show, because I think Damian Priest recently showed up there. Like, he's gonna be doing something there. Kev, you said you like AAA a lot. Have you been following AAA?
I've been following it, and I've been catching, the events and stuff, right? But you'll catch clips and everything like that. I've seen Damian Priest there. He's looking like American Badass Undertaker on AAA.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got to check this out. Okay.
Yeah, so AAA's a good time.
It is, man. And it was so, like you mentioned, Noche de los Grandes was. I wish that we had watched that entire PLE and actually reviewed it here, but there's no way we would have done that because we haven't been following AAA.
Yeah. Hey, you still can.
Obviously.
Little retro rewind.
We could do that. But I did want to mention, because I haven't mentioned it before, but like that mask versus mask match, Slick Vic, that would have been the easiest 10 out of 10 Gigawatt match. There's not been a 10 Gigawatt match so far on the Gigawatt rating scale. The closest has been, what was it? Punk versus Roman at Mania, I think.
That's
got a 9.
Pretty sure that's what I got here.
One.
Yeah,
I gave it a 9.
I got to double check my little spreadsheet here, but yeah, I think that's the best one.
Your gigawattometer.
Yeah.
See what it's reading.
Mask versus mask would have gotten it would have gotten a 10 for sure. So I don't know. We might have to go back and check that out. But yeah, I mean, that's, other than that, the MFT, where are they going? They talk to the Elder Gods and what? They're going where they already lost.
Well, it's kind of obvious they're going to Outworld.
They must be. They already, 2 of the members already got fired, and now the other guys are just like, all right, we're out of here. But yeah, like you said, we'll talk about it a little bit on Raw. This kind of is starting to evolve, and I like where it's going. I do like where it's going. Kev, you got anything else?
I guess I'll just add in the LA Knight Solo Sikoa. I'm interested to see where that goes.
Yeah.
Does it lead to a tag team? Does it lead to LA Knight heel turn? I don't know. I'm glued to that though. I'm excited to see where they steer us.
I said, I wasn't the most psyched when I saw this promo, but once Raw came along, I was like, oh, okay, all right. I'll latch onto this for a bit and see what happens.
Yeah.
At
least
a slow burn, right?
Yeah.
At least he's not just in the back, like, because for weeks LA Knight's just he'll show up in the back and just start giving somebody hell. He'll just start cutting a
Yep.
promo on somebody, and then he
Adam
doesn't
Pearce.
like he's gone. Yeah, Adam Pearce.
And he
He's busy.
loses.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's going somewhere, and I'm okay with that. So
Yeah.
but we'll talk about how it continued there on Raw here in a little bit.
All right, so we spoke about Danhausen a moment ago. He's got a match here tonight. Him and Matt Cardona versus Los Garza. And The Miz and Kit Wilson, or as Danhausen calls them, the Legion of Danhausen, are out here as well. They're still, what do you call this? Are they like zombies or just catatonic or just, yeah. Anyways.
There's something wrong with them.
There's canon zombies in WWE. They destroyed the Miz and John Morrison in like a zombie match.
I remember
it was
that.
like a lumberjack match, but with zombies. You remember that was like the COVID era in the Thunderdome, right?
Yeah,
they got eaten by the zombies.
I think that was like a
Weird
short little sponsorship with The Walking Dead. I think that's why they had the zombies.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, what an odd thing.
Yeah.
I liked it though. That was
then,
weird.
I don't know if any of you guys remember the very first WWECW show, but they start the show with a zombie coming out, which the Sandman promptly destroys with the Singapore cane.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Zombies are hit or miss in wrestling. Sometimes it works. Most of the time, it doesn't.
No.
This was all right.
Yeah, I was going to say, this was a short ha-ha match where Danhausen gets the hot tag and starts running back and forth, and then he runs out of breath, but then he hulks up, and the Miz and Kid are outside causing distractions. Danhausen gets the win when he curses Berta, which causes fireworks to come out of the turnbuckle. And then Danhausen, the commentators didn't call this, but he hit the Scorpion Death Drop for the win.
What did they call it? They called it something else.
Just inverted DDT.
I thought they had a name for it. I might have made that up.
It's the Scorpion Death Drop.
It was a Scorpion Death Drop.
By the way, shout out to Darby Allin. He got married, and Sting was there, and DDP was there, and then all sorts of shenanigans happened. I saw like a picture of like his mother body slamming him on thumbtacks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not making that up.
Mama Allen. A lot of wrestling weddings. Congrats to the wrestlers and their nuptials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gunther is not happy about being screwed out of the WWE title. And Byron Saxton reminds us that Gunther's win-loss record against Cody, which upsets Gunther, who leaves. So Chelsea Green and Jade Cargill have their match. It wasn't a complete squash, which is what I thought it was going to be. But this is all about just making Jade look strong before her match against Tiffy. Post-match, everyone from earlier comes out, and they brawl with the heels getting the upper hand. All right. Backstage Solo reminds us that he's alone. Royce Keith shows up. Is he going to offer him a hand? No, he just tells him good luck. All right. Little Yachty and Trick Williams are big mad at Ricky Saints for his actions earlier. And then we got a match. We got Julia versus Kiana James. Well, Julia finally got her big, clean victory over Kiana. This match is all right. Nothing to brag about, but hey, Julia looked great. Then post-match, we have Blake Monroe making her main roster debut. She beats up on Julia and poses. And then the show ends with a promo with the main event of Night of Champions, the main event players, I should say. Cody tells Sammy that Kevin Owens would have at least stabbed him in the front. And Sammy says keep Kevin's name out of his mouth. And if it wasn't for Sammy, Gunther would be champion. Gunther doesn't care about any of this and says he's going to win a Night of Champions, which Jey Uso then comes out, gives everyone warning shots, Bow! Obafemi comes out. He's stretched to the ring, takes his time. Then a brawl ensues, ending in a face-off between Cody and Oba. This was okay, but by that point, I was exhausted and a little over it.
You running out of breath at the end of that for watching it?
Yeah,
it went a little long. Yeah,
a little long in the tooth, right?
Absolutely. All right, gents. That was a lot of SmackDown to cover at the end there. Any thoughts on Danhausen, Chelsea, Jade, Gunther, Cody, Sammy, Julia, and Kiana? Let me hear it.
You got to pick.
Mosley.
Oh, okay, mate. Well, all right.
I'm picking you.
All
Tag. Right. You're in.
Danhausen. He's impressive in the ring. I like what he does in the ring. I like it, and I like the Scorpion Death Drop. I don't like what the Miz is doing right now with it. It's a little bit too silly for me, but nonetheless, I like the Danhausen stuff either way. The Gunther part with Byron, I wish he would have kicked Byron Saxton's ass, just because that would have been hilarious. I don't think anybody's attacked Byron since he took that stoner back in the Thunderdome from Steve Austin. So I want to see him get his ass kicked. That would have been great. And Julia, come on, Julia's my girl, one of my favorites. Glad she picked up the win. The rest of it, I agree with Slick Vic. It was, Jade was out there just to look strong ahead of her match, and then the end was what it was. It was a brawl to I guess, hype what we were going to see the next day. So,
the brawl to end it all?
The brawl to end it all.
I think I'd like to see more Chelsea Green. I liked her as the champion, the women's United States champion. I like to see her do some more. She could do it. She could wrestle. She's funny.
Very
she
entertaining.
gets the crowd behind her and all that. Either good guy, bad guy, doesn't matter. She could kind of do it all. I'd like to see more Chelsea Green.
She's top tier. She's definitely, and I'm with you, man. I feel like, and even like if you watched Unreal season 2, where they were kind of talking about how she's more of a utility player, and that was stupid.
Yep.
Like, she could definitely be main event top tier in the.
She's more than division. A B+ player.
Exactly.
She's in the A tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everybody can be the champion all at once, right? So I think Chelsea's time will come. I think her time will come. Same with Julia too. Julia's always been, really legit, but maybe just not in the right time, the right place. Not sure, but I'd like to see her, rise up as well.
That's what and she had her run with the title, and it just never went anywhere, and it sucked because I really like her. Like, she is legit one of my favorites in the ring, and I hope that her future is more endeavored than, you know what I'm trying to say, Slick Vic.
I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Mosley.
You smell what I'm stepping in.
Yep. Well, that concludes SmackDown, gents. So, should we move on to Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia?
Mr. Mosley. Let's talk about some Night of Champions. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Boy, oh boy. Do they wrestle in the United States anymore? I'm not sure. So, there were 6 matches at Night of Champions, and, well, I think only 2 of them were for actually 4 championships, and, well, maybe were there 2 or 3, Slick Vic? See,
there
Undisputed
was,
WWE,
3.
Women's, US, and United States. Okay, so 3. So, okay. Fair enough. We start with the King of the Ring finals match, and this was Jey Uso versus Obafemi. Me and Slick Vic, we've been talking for a long time now about when is Brock going to show up. He's definitely going to show up sometime during this tournament and cost Oba his shot. I thought it was going to happen in the semifinals. Didn't happen. So then we're like, it's got to happen here, right? This is where Brock has to show up and cost Oba. Spoiler alert, doesn't happen. So, being that this is the PLE, we're going to walk through the match a little bit here. Match starts, Jey hits a few punches on Femi, no effect. Jey eats a shoulder tackle, rolls out of the ring. Oba chases him around the ring, but he gets posted by Jey, who follows up with a couple suicide dives, goes for a third, but Oba stops him with a right hand. They get back in the ring. Oba tosses Jey around for a little bit, goes for a choke slam. Jey slips out, goes for a fall from grace. Jey slips out. He super kicks Oba in the head and hits an Uso splash, but can't capitalize. Oba hits a choke slam, but Jey kicks it too. Jey hits several super kicks, a spear, and an Uso splash, and both men are down. Another Uso splash, and Oba kicks out at 2. Jay slaps on a sleeper hold, but Femi gets up, tosses Jay off, hits the pizza toss, followed by a fall from grace to win. So, this was surprising. Number one, no Brock Lesnar. Number two, the amount of offense that Jay got off on Oba here was kind of crazy, considering, Oba walks into WrestleMania and crushes Brock Lesnar. Brock has to hit Oba with, 7 fucking F5s or something to put him down. But little old Jey Uso's just super kicking him to death here, and like it's nothing. But hey, it was a decent match. I gave it a 4 gigawatts. I gave it 1 for build. I think I was being a little generous there. 1 for quality. Memorable moments got a half. Emotion got a half. Result got a 1. 4 gigawatts total. Slick Vic, who did you pick to win this match?
Jey Uso.
Vic, you incorrectly picked Jey Uso. And if I can find my soundbite,
I was waiting for that.
yeah, I had to scroll down for it. But I don't know. Let's get your thoughts, Slick Vic and Big Kev.
Well, I thought this was a good match. It was booked pretty well. I know you were a little upset about some of the offense Jay got, but hey, he used his speed to get his offense in, and he made it look like a struggle. Oba busted out a new move with the Rocky Maivia shoulder breaker. A good looking counter from the fall from grace with Oba hoists him up, but then Jay slips out and Oba still falls on his ass. I thought that looked good. And then I don't know if when Oba was in the sleeper, he totally tapped out. He was hyping himself. He
started beating the ring. Yeah.
Yeah. He was going, I'm like, wait a minute. And then, I was, again, surprised. Like, is Brock ever going to show up during this tournament? Nope. So, regardless of all that,
Brock.
I still enjoyed it.
Big Kev?
Big Kev.
I like the potential thought of Brock Lesnar hopping on his private jet, flying to Saudi Arabia, landing just to mess with Obafemi's night. Like who does that? You know who does that? AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I think it was either a year ago or 2 years ago. AJ Styles shows up to ruin the match, and it's like he flew all the way here just to do that. Like, what? That's insane. I had Obafemi pick for this. I beat you out there, Slick. Big Kev's big picks. One on the board here.
He bribed the crystal ball with his rupees.
He did.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got more of them right here. I got a big bribe of a 50 Slammo here. 50 Slammo
big 50
rupee
piece
going on there. Yeah, I got a lot in the bank here.
In the bank.
This was a good match. I feel like the offense was. I expected Oba to just crush this guy, crush Jey Uso. It's Jey Uso. I don't know why he's getting a lot of offense on Obafemi, who you're building up against Brock Lesnar, right? Like, especially Brock Lesnar, who is retired, but not retired, just to do this other sort of, couple of matches. Yeah.
No heat from
kind
both
of
of you
odd
guys.
that Jey Uso
No
would.
heat. I don't like. I'm not a big Jey
I like
Uso
Jey
fan.
Uso too, but I'm a little tired of Jey Uso.
I am, and I've
Let him
never
fade a
really been
little.
a big fan of his, and I did not. But he was not a believable world champion, and I'm glad he didn't get squashed. I will say that it was just surprising.
I kind of wish he did. I thought it would have been cool.
It was just
He just gets in
surprising
there,
the amount
Oba
of
just
offense.
kills him.
That's what I was expecting, really.
Boom,
I mean, if
3
Brock
moves of
isn't going to
doom.
be there, clothesline and just knocks him out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh,
little
that would have been
confused.
amazing.
I'm a little confused with the booking going on here. Is at times Jay is booked like a pure baby face, and at times he's healing it up when Roman's around.
I think they're confused too.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
think
the only
that's what
one
it boils
confused,
down to.
Slick.
Because I actually like hot-headed heel Jey Uso when he's yelling at people getting that Roman's feuding with. I enjoyed some of that stuff.
It's like we said last week. I think it's a difference of if he's out there by himself versus if he's out there with his crew, with the bloodline. Like, he's heel when he's with the bloodline, he has to act a certain way, but when he's out there by himself, he could kind of, be himself.
He could yeet it up a little, right?
Yeah, yeet it up a little. He
Yeet
just
the
needs
yeet the crowd up.
Roman needs to come down to the ring and just smack him in the face one day. It was like yeeting, having a yeet party. Roman just, straightens him.
Choke him with the Ula Fala.
Yeah. Or the
What
the
did
death
LA
grip.
Knight call it? Oh, yeah, the
The-
tongue and death grip.
Oofalafa.
Oofalafa, that's what it was. Yeah, the oofalafa. Hit him with that falafel.
Yeah, have a little oofalafa party.
I think that was Drew McIntyre. The little fighting over the falafel. All right. Shall
Next
we,
match.
All right.
We shall.
For the queen of the ring, we've got Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. By the way, any of you guys like Liv Morgan's theme song?
Not really.
I'm cool with it. A lot of
Okay.
trouble theme songs in wrestling. We got EC3 and now Liv Morgan as well. I'm all right with it.
It's not terrible, but
Entrance
Yeah.
music in WWE right now is a little rough for some people.
she's got her own song.
She's got her own
So-
song. Good for her.
Yeah.
right?
How many people sing their own
Top
theme song
charting.
in the ring? John Cena is the one that comes to
Cena.
mind.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Is that him hitting that falsetto up there? Shawn!
Yeah.
Actually, that was Jimmy Hart. But okay.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. It's Jimmy Hart. All right. So with this match, well, just as it got started, I think it was just before it got started, Danhausen came out, and then Liv Morgan got in his face. I think she gave him a slap, and then she got cursed. So right away, I knew that she was losing this match.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Is the
but other than
curse
that,
too much now? Does that could it get out of hand with this kind of stuff?
nobody has overcome the curse yet, Kevin.
No one has. Yeah, I know.
No.
It's undefeatable.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to get right into it. The match didn't do much for me. I wasn't invested going in, and I wasn't invested during the match. The only thing that had me curious was, are they actually going to have Liv win it? She's the women's champion. She has 0 title defenses. That's not her fault. It's bad booking. And then later on, the knee selling didn't help much, in my opinion. And everyone now does the Spanish fly. It's not cool anymore. It's not a unique spot or anything. But in the end, Io Sky goes over with the over the moonsault. And after the match is over, she immediately challenges Liv Morgan for SummerSlam. So yeah, I didn't care for this one too much.
And that was a rather quick rundown of the match there, Slick Vic. It
No,
makes me feel bad that I haven't.
I told you I wasn't going to do any play-by-play for this show.
Damn, I've got like two pages of notes for this cage match coming up.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. I could shorten it. No worries.
I said, bring it.
Let me
I think this
let me
is my
hear some-
favorite
let-
match of the night. This cage match.
Well, hold on. I didn't get your thoughts. I didn't
We
get
get-
any of you guys' thoughts on the queen of the ring.
Oh, sorry, I'm all
Well-
heated up for the cage match. I'm hot
Liv-
for metal here.
So, the Queen of the Ring finals. We talked about this last week. First of all, as Big Kev told us, you never bet against
Yes.
Io Sky,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Yep.
that rings true here. She won. I do not like it. I'm not a big Io Sky fan at this point,
Oh.
and I would have rather seen Liv Morgan win just to see what would happen. She's the champion. What happens if she wins? Who knows? Like, if Io wins, obviously she's going to challenge for a title. Okay, we've seen her in the title picture for the past 2 or 3 years or whatever. Like, I wanted to see Liv win instead. I thought Liv's Dom-inspired attire was pretty cool, and I liked Io's too, but them big furry boots, I don't know about that.
It gave me Melina vibes. You
I
remember
like
Melina?
the big furry
Yeah.
boots. They were cool. Yeah, Melina.
Yeah.
But I did like
Throwback
Liv's
there.
outfit. I'll give you that.
Solid match, though. I thought like I said, I thought Liv might win, especially after the leg injury to Io, which she mostly sold well, but I guess Danhausen's curse took its toll, is what I have in my notes here. With the leg injury, like I said, she mostly sold it well, but it's sort of like you can't be hopping around the ring on one leg because your other leg's killed and then get up on the top turnbuckle and do a backflip off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Would have been cool if she
certain...
did like a submission, right? Submission win at the end.
Yeah.
But she really, that's the finisher, right? Is the moonsault, which is rough for that kind of thing.
Yeah. So
felt a little rushed at the end, right?
Took me out of it a little bit, yeah, for sure. I gave it 5 gigawatts on the old scale. I was generous with quality because I said I was bothered a little bit by the selling, or the lack of selling in certain parts. But build got a 1, quality 2, memorable moments half, and emotion half. Result 1. And Sligvik.
Yeah. Who did I pick?
Who did you pick?
Well, I took Big Kev's advice and did not bet against Io Sky, and I walk away with some rupees, don't I?
Yeah, well, you walk
here
with some Final Fantasy fanfare, maybe.
A $5.
Yeah.
50 rupees.
Big Kev, who did you pick on that? I don't have your...
I had Io Sky.
Do I even have to ask you? I mean, you're the one that told us.
You always bet on Io Sky, man.
Yeah,
She's easy money right there. Easy money. And she's a great wrestler, too. I've always been an Io Sky fan. Man, if you watch her in Lucha Underground, as Io Shirai, she rocked.
I did watch
she always
Lucha
has. She's
Underground,
great.
I must not have been paying that close of attention to her back then. I don't know.
Yeah, she was great. Her and Liv Morgan, they're two, awesome talents. This wasn't the best match for them, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, then. Up next is the steel cage match. Like I said, I've got a lot of notes for this. So we'll just go through and see what happens here. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. And I was really pumped for this one because I love cage matches. Big fan of all that kind of stuff. So when Seth came out, he put a ton of weapons and furniture in the ring, kendo sticks, all that kind of stuff. He put in a couple of tables, and you know what? They did not have Slim Jim logos on them. Did anybody notice this?
No Slim Jims.
No, I did not notice that.
Yeah.
Oh,
no Slim Jim logos on the tables.
Man, no beefy, spicy
The crowd
tables.
didn't really. Usually, the crowd goes like bananas for tables too. This crowd was like dead quiet for the tables. I was sitting at my chair here watching, and I was like, "The tables are coming out, yeah."
Yeah.
Somewhere Devon was smiling.
But as far as the match goes, man, I mean, we get some either like sitting in the ring in chairs, and then we get some back and forth brawling. Breaker kind of controls most of the match. I mean, he beats the shit out of Seth for a long time, hits him with German suplexes, runs him into the cage, beats the hell out of him with a kendo stick, hits a sidewalk slam into a chair that he has set up, and Rollins kicks out at 2. So Breaker goes for a Frankensteiner, but Rollins turns it into a power bomb. We get more back and forth strikes. Rollins gets the better of this exchange, puts Breaker down with a charged clothesline, then wears him out with a kendo stick, runs him into the cage repeatedly, so the roles have reversed here. Seth sets up a table and keeps Breaker down by throwing chairs at him. Rollins goes to the top turnbuckle, but Breaker catches him up there and hits a Breakensteiner. He calls it a Breakensteiner. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't approve. I think, I'm just going to keep calling it the Frankensteiner here. With Seth landing on some steel chairs, but Breaker only gets a 2 count. Breaker hits a flying clothesline to Rollins, who is seated on a chair for a 2 count. And then he sticks Rollins' head in the chair and goes to hit it with another chair. But Seth gets up, tosses a chair to Breaker, and hits a super kick into it that sends it into Braun's own face. Seth goes for a stomp, but Breaker counters with a spear, gets a 2 count. Breaker tries to climb out, but Rollins catches him and hits a superplex off of the top of the cage through a table in the ring. And at this point, Breaker has been busted open somehow, right above the eye. Definitely hard way. Breaker hits a torpedo spear, but Rollins kicks it too. Breaker goes for the cage door, but gets caught by Seth. And then Seth slams the door in his face. Seth has him in a sleeper hold between the ropes. Oh, okay. Seth gets him in the sleeper hold between the ropes and then slams the door in his face. Okay, I'm dyslexic here tonight. Breaker goes for a spear. Seth avoids, and Breaker goes crashing through the table that was set up in the corner. Seth follows up with a pedigree and a stomp, but Breaker kicks at 2. Rollins hits another stomp from the middle turnbuckle to finally put Breaker away. All right. Lots of action here, lots going on, lots of weapons, lots of furniture. I thought this was a pretty excellent cage match. And if I can skip ahead a little bit here, this was one of the best matches of the night. I think there's only one other match that I gave a little bit better score than this, but I gave it a 6.5 gigawatts. Now, that's not a bad score, Big Kev. I know you're new to the gigawatt scale here.
Yeah, that's
6.5.
That's legit.
It's not a bad score. It depends on how the chips fall, and this is how they fell. Build got a 2, quality 2, memorable moments 1, emotion got a half, and result got a 1. I don't think that this necessarily went the way that I would have rather it went as far as like who won. I thought Breaker needed this win more than Seth, but seeing how we see how, it's going to go from here on Raw, it makes sense why Seth went over. So 6.5 gigawatts. Slick Vic, your pick and your thoughts.
Well, I chose Braun Breaker to win this match.
Ooh.
Fucking bullshit!
Well, I thought the match was pretty good. Let me see. I said, Seth throwing the weapons in the ring first, and then Braun did the same thing. So right away, I'm like, okay, the match is not going to end until every table is broken. And I liked how they started off sitting in the chairs. The flying clothesline to Seth while sitting in the chair was great. The superplex from the top of the cage through the table, simple, but looked great. Braun kicking out of the table, pedigree and stomp was a pretty good false finish, but at the same time, a little overkill. The ending with Braun stopping. Did you catch? He didn't mention this, Mosley. Did you notice like Braun stopped the stomp and then just said, "Go ahead, hit me with it." And that's when he hit the second rope stomp. I don't know. This is a little weird.
Screaming at him too. He's just like, he loses it, right? And then he just eats it.
Yeah. But overall, I thought
love that.
This was the best of their trilogy. Their previous 2 matches felt a bit underwhelming to me. My biggest criticism with them is the pacing was all off sometimes. I think if they tightened it up, it would have been better matches, but this one was a good one. This was the best of the trilogy, in my opinion. Yeah. Good stuff. Big Kev.
Yeah, Big Kev here with another no, I didn't steal the rupee from the crystal ball, actually. I picked Breaker as well. I picked Bronathan Breaker.
Bronathan.
That's his full name. Bronathan Breaker. I love this match. This was great. Sometimes you get these steel cage matches or Hell in a Cell matches where it's like they do it doesn't need it, and it doesn't really have the impact that it kind of should. This felt like it needed it. This was like the blow off match for these guys. Breaker losing, I'm a little bummed about, but it does make sense on Raw. I don't think Breaker suffers too much here. I do think that Breaker's been losing a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
And when he first kind of came in, he was this explosive guy, beating tons of dudes. And maybe it's like he punched a little above his weight, within the storyline, right? He's fighting Seth freaking Rollins, not just Seth Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins, and he loses, right? Maybe it humbles him a little bit, makes him focus a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'm excited to see where Breaker goes with this. I'm excited to see where Rollins goes with this. But man, this match was awesome. Him screaming at the end too, and he eats a mid rope stomp. I liked it. I thought it was cool. And dude was busted open.
Absolutely,
Love seeing
yeah.
that. It was. I was thoroughly entertained.
I agree with that too, man. I feel like Breaker has. He has been seemingly losing. Where
even just the vision.
If they're gonna be, putting the rocket ship on his ass, so to speak, it's definitely it's definitely not really been working out for him here lately. So kind of bummed. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, he can
Like
recover.
I wonder if that injury he had way back in January, like, did that derail some of the? It definitely derailed the momentum he had. But I
Yeah.
wonder what the original
Yeah.
plan for WrestleMania was for him, because he missed WrestleMania this year.
Yeah,
So.
him and another Braun, right? Bronson Reed
Yeah.
also hurt.
Yeah,
Although if you've
two
seen
Browns.
Bronson Reed on Instagram, dude
He's
is
jacked.
He's jacked. He's slimmed. He's jacked.
Yeah.
Slimmed down a bit too.
Totally
Looks
on
great.
the gas.
Looking real good. You look good. You look big. It's that Booker T with Eric Rowan. If you guys seen that, you look
I've
jacked.
I wonder if he has been putting any freaks on his back and doing squats.
Freaks and peaks, baby. Freaks and peaks.
Your back can never be too big.
Well,
Oh, Scotty.
so I get the next match, right? It's Trick
You got the
Williams and
next-
Ricky
yeah.
Sainz for the
Yes,
men's
sir.
U.S. title. Okay.
You got it.
The opening, I loved the Eddie Guerrero bit where Ricky took the kendo stick from Lil Yachty, hit the steel steps with it, and then started faking injury to get Yachty thrown out. By the way, he was not just thrown out; he was,
Yeah, he
Thrown out
got
there.
wound
You're
up and
outta
thrown
here.
out.
yeah. Other than that,
Wind up to it.
this was a fairly typical SmackDown match, in my opinion. I sometimes want to strangle Ricky because of his taunts. I don't know, man. This is an unk moment here where he's like, "What the fuck does that mean? I don't know."
It's just his thing.
Yeah, pull his face off, like face off.
It's working.
I guess.
You hate him.
Yeah, actually, I do have that written down. I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing because he's a heel, so I should want to hate this guy. I should want to reach through my TV and strangle him. And Trick is still entertaining. Both men are competent performers, but it was just a decent match, okay match. It wasn't anything special. Just like I said, like a SmackDown kind of match. And as predicted, Trick Williams went over. And post match, Lil Yachty comes out and does a shitty people's elbow.
Yeah. The people's elbow.
Yeah.
They called it.
Yeah, the elbow.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That was a weak people's elbow.
Thank you.
That was a weak elbow, Big Kev. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was rough. And
Wasn't
they
quite the
talked.
bow drop there.
No,
It was a slow drop.
it was a.
Do you
Oh,
want
man.
to? So let's hear it, gents. Who wants to go first?
I'll take the wheel on this one.
Yeah.
I had Trick Williams winning this match. That was the Big Kev's big pick there. It was the crowd was kind of dead for this one. I don't know. It was all right match, right? But it did feel like it was sort of like you said, Slick, like a SmackDown match. Nothing crazy, nothing bad. Trick Williams wins. Lil Yachty does that awful slow drop, and we move on to the next match, right? Just kind of happened.
Yeah, same as expected. I don't know if anybody really could honestly say that they expected Ricky Sainz to win this match. The result was as expected. The match was, I guess, maybe underwhelming for a PLE, but at the same time,
It wasn't a bad match.
it wasn't bad. It just wasn't like anything great. I gave it a 4.5 on the Gigawatts. 4.5. And that's not bad. That's just a notch below average. And I think, again, because it, like you guys said, it was a SmackDown match. Not anything special. SmackDown main event. Up next, we have the Women's United States Championship. And forgive me for being a little long-winded here, but once again, I'm going to go over this match a little more thoroughly than I usually do. Tiffany Stratton, the champion, versus Jade Cargill. Now, I said it wouldn't make sense for Jade to lose here. She's been made to look strong. She's the former WWE Women's Champion. Why would she lose to the United States Champion clean? And we sort of called that was likely not going to happen, right? There was going to be some shenanigans going on. So the match, mostly back and forth counters for the first few minutes. Then Jade gets on the offense. She plants Stratton with a sit-down powerbomb, gets a 2 count. Tiffany tries to come back, but Jade hits a boss man slam.
Yes, thank
for
you.
2.
I have that written down too.
They called
Boss
it
man
the
slam.
black hole slam. We've
Boss
talked
man
about
slam.
this. We've talked about this.
It's the boss man slam.
Tiffany tries again to fight back with strikes, hits a drop kick and a flipping elbow into the corner, then counters a jaded attempt into a roll-up pin, gets 2 count. Stratton goes for the prettiest moonsault ever, but Jade gets the knees up, follows up with a powerbomb for 2. Tiffany counters a driver attempt into a roll-up again for 2. Jade's goons end up getting involved, but Chelsea Green pops out from under the ring to help even the odds. Then Charlotte shows up and hits Jade with the title belt. Stratton follows up with the prettiest moonsault ever for the win. All right, so what did I think about this match? I thought the crowd was stone dead for this entire match, and I think it had affected the performance a bit because this was a sloppy-ass match. But I can't excuse the match completely by the crowd reaction. I just thought it was a poor job, man. I didn't like it. I thought, it bottomed out on quality. It got a little bit of quality, but there were just so many sloppy parts. Thank God Jade's hair didn't fly off again, but and by the way, good call on Slick Vic calling this match to a T. I believe last week he not only predicted the right winner, but he predicted the outcome almost perfectly, like the way that it went down. So, I gave it a 2 gigawatts. That is a bad score. 0 for build, half for quality, memorable moments got 0, emotion got 0, result got 1.5.
That might be your lowest score ever on the gigawatt scale.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the master gigawatt rating right now.
Well, it deserves it.
That is definitely, yep, that's the lowest score. It's the worst PLE match of the year.
Okay. According to the gigawatts. And
Yeah.
the gigawatts don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to get a good score on the gigawatt scale, but there's a reason for that. This has been scientifically dissected to the utmost. All right. But Slick Vic, I already gave it away. You picked the correct winner there.
I did. Miss Cargill.
Yeah.
Mrs. Cargill.
Not Mrs. Cargill, Tiffany.
No, Miss Stratton. Tiffy time.
Oh, I did.
Stratton.
Shh.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I did.
Do we need to back up and give you?
Bullshit!
I don't think you need to lose
Man.
any more
Funding the
points here.
rupees.
God damn. See, I even wrote in my notes. This was forgettable. This was extremely
Yeah.
forgettable. So I already
You
forgot who
forgot
won.
the winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing memorable about this was Jade hit a boss man slam. I always pop
Yeah,
whenever I see
really.
that.
Really?
Like the previous match, this was a fairly standard match, but not as good. And it wasn't terrible. It's just completely forgettable. The ending was fun. I liked seeing Chelsea and Charlotte come out and even the odds. Obviously, Charlotte and Jade is in the works. But then what do we do with Tiffany? She's the women's UFC champion. She's just gonna not do anything like Liv Morgan was doing, or is she gonna face Blake Monroe? Is Tiffany exclusive to Raw? Exclusive.
Yeah.
There was a moment where Chelsea Green, she had the title in her hand. She was eyeing it.
Yes.
You think
yes, she
maybe
was.
that could lead they're kind of buddies, right? Helping each other out now. Does that split apart? A little jealousy, a little dissension.
Yes. Good point, Kev.
I'd watch that. I'd buy that for
Yeah.
$1.
I vote for Julia. I want Julia to come to win the title back, but that's just me,
I'd be there for that. Yeah.
There's a lot of things that she could do. This didn't really set up anything for her to do specifically, but I feel like there's enough sort of mid-card talent to work with that is upper mid-card talent that she could work with. There's plenty enough for her to do. I'm not too worried about Tiffany going forward. Big Kev, any more thoughts on this match?
I think I picked the right pick again here.
Yeah, you should get
Big
a
pick in there.
Final Fantasy victory.
Feels good. Feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I like this. I like the slop. A lot of chicanery going on. Maybe not a PLE kind of thing, right? Usually you want to have those definitive matches, right? But some chicanery is a little sloppy, a little fun though. I'm interested to see where the stories diverge here because I caught that with Chelsea Green, right? She's holding the title. She's got, big eyes for it. She wants it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where everybody goes from this. Cool get-ups from everyone too. Jade got the lightning bolt stuff going on. Tiffany had like a butterfly thing going on. Everybody looked cool. But yeah, this was just fine.
Just fine.
It was just fine.
Well, I gave it a big thumbs down, 2 count
raspberry.
for me.
That was a raspy berry there.
All right, shall we move on to the main event now?
We got one more match.
Sami Zayn versus Gunther versus Cody Rhodes is this still the WWE Undisputed Championship? Or is it just the WWE Championship? Okay.
There might be a world or a universal thrown in there.
Either way, it's the undisputed WWE Championship, but most of the time I just call it the WWE Championship because, I mean, it's totally disputed, right? So
Sami comes out wearing the traditional Muslim clothing, which I believe is called the thawb. The headdress I know is called the kafia. I know that because I bought one when I was in Egypt. The crowd did have this big, the match did have this big match feeling. Corey and Cole were talking about, and the crowd was hot. I like when Gunther power bombs somebody onto somebody, and Sammy's reversal from the power bomb to the code red or pop rocks, if you will, looked smooth. I love when Gunther power bombed Cody through the table and it didn't break, so he immediately did it again. Awesome. And the drama really picked up at the end. I was getting into this. Lots of exciting counters, and I was really surprised by the ending. None of us picked Cody to win this match. I'm sorry, Sami to win this match.
Yeah.
So, Yalla Habibi, we have a new champion. That mosquito that Cody Rhodes called him, Sami Zayn won.
Cockroach.
The cockroach was what
Crazy.
Corey called him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's evolved.
Yeah. So I thought this was good. I enjoyed this one. I was really into it. I was having a good time, especially towards the end. Good stuff. And massive surprise. Did not think Sami was going to win this.
especially with a roll up.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
And he pinned Cody.
Yeah. He pinned it. There's no disputing this here. He pinned the champion. So
Yeah.
I think there's been like 7 people that have pinned Cody Rhodes since he returned. It's like John Cena, Randy Orton. It's an elite list of people.
yeah.
Interesting.
Not many.
Roman at 39.
Yeah, Roman.
Pinned him.
Did Drew
But even-
McIntyre pin him?
Drew did, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
the list is 8 guys. Couldn't tell you all of them. I think we named about half of them there, but
There were 5 of them.
Short. There was 5 of them. The Hate Club.
Jesus. Oh, man. I can't believe we
where's
haven't
that?
like
What are you blind? Oh, Zandik, pour one out for
But yeah,
Zandik.
I thought it was a pretty solid for a triple threat match. You know, those can get messy. Triple threat matches can suck very easily. But everyone got their respective shits in, if you will. Sami Zayn going over wasn't completely unexpected on me. I mean, he was in Saudi Arabia and everything, and I didn't think that there was... let me put it this way. I think that maybe there was like a 10 to 15% chance that he might win. But I would have never... It's pretty low, but I would have never actually like bet human monies on it or anything. But, you know, the announcers were driving home. They always had 10 attempts, the whole thing. And they're like, they kind of shined it up a little bit. But, you know, I'm glad for him. Good. And again, he pinned Cody Rhodes. So it makes it more legitimate. By the way, I gave it a 7 Gigawatt Slick Vic. 2 for build, 2 for quality, 1 for memorable moments. Emotion gets a point. Result got a point. 7.
High praise.
Best match of the night for the Gigawatts.
The best match of the night. Yep.
What
And
about you,
Slick
Big Kev?
Vic. Yeah, Big Kev.
I had Cody Rhodes pick for this. Did not get the right picks. Sammy winning, swerve. Big swerve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it goes from this. Do you have Sami Zayn continue the last real good guy bit, right? Where he was getting some good heat. Could he do everything in his power to keep the title that he's fought so far for and betray everybody? I think that could be really good. But I think he could also play the part of the scrappy underdog, the hero. He's finally got the title. Both work. I think that's what's great about Sammy. I like Sammy. Him winning, pretty cool. Big swerve. I'm here for it. I thought this match rocked. It's a great time. You put these three in a blender together and you get a pretty good smoothie. And
Nice.
yeah, I drank that up. It was good. I lapped it up.
We'll see how many ride or
Yeah,
die
good
fans
match.
show up on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love that T-shirt. The last real good guy. I do like that. I'd rather him stay heel though and lean into his being a heel more, because I've been shitting on Sammy since what? WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe WrestleMania. There was a time when I was like, if Sammy don't turn heel here, I'm done. I'm just done with him. And yeah, I want to see him be a heel and do some heel stuff to hold on to that title for a little while.
Yeah. And he's like, not only is he heel, but he's kind of right? It's like Gunther too, with things like same kind of thing. I feel like the best heels are the ones where it's like, okay, he's out of line, but he's got a point.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn
Exactly.
is
And
just
Drew
like that
McIntyre
right
was doing that in 2024 with Punk. Great stuff.
Yeah. Even longer too. I feel like Drew had just been so right all the time.
Yeah.
It works. I like it. I like it.
Like it a lot. Well, Slick Vic, you also incorrectly picked Cody Rhodes for this one. And for that...
Bullshit!
Oh, tough time, Slick Vic. This was about a 50 percentile for you out of 6 matches.
This was not a good night, man. This was my worst night of the year.
Well, I started to try to total up everything, and I'm missing some points here. And I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to some of these, but...
I got the spreadsheet up. I mean, you've got access to it. I can grant you access to it, Kev. All you got to do is shoot me your email one day, and you can see all our rating.
You got the spreadsheet for the picks as well?
Yeah, I do.
Got big data here.
We need
Crunching the
that.
numbers.
We definitely need that. No Elimination Chamber, Slick Vic. You were on a 50% that one too.
Yeah, only 4 matches that night. there was 6
according
here.
to the docket. Yeah, you did have a little bit.
Sounds like you're a little guilty, Slick Vic, of 50-50 booking there. 50-50 win rate. You're just flipping a coin, dude.
Well, no, I mean, Backlash, he was 100%. Clash in Italy, he was 80.
Crystal ball.
So, I mean, it's varied. We're going to have to take a look at this at some point in the future and try to figure out if there's some sort of pattern to these picks here.
Yeah, the heat map.
Yeah.
Bring up
for
the
sure.
map.
Lens of truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
the lens of truth. Well, Slick Vic, Big Kev, that's not a champions. In the books, what do you guys say we take a brief pause for the cause and return
Yes.
to finish up this with some Monday Night Raw and maybe some trivia? If we've got some time, we'll try a little trivia.
Let's do it.
All right. Be right back. We're back from that pause for the cause, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw on June the 29th in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We're finally back in the United States, and the show opens with Oba Femi. Comes to the ring with his crown. He's seemingly about to make his announcement, and then we hear Brock Lesnar's music hit. And the crowd's going crazy. Brock comes down to the ring, talks about how Oba's been talking about him behind his back, calling him a bitch, calling him a coward, all this stuff. And then he says, talk shit, get hit. And he kicks Oba right square in the cojones. Then he drops him with an F5. Brock leaves. Before Brock can get all the way up the ramp, Oba's already back up. Must have nuts of absolute steel. Grabs a microphone, and he tells Brock that he's going to challenge him at SummerSlam. And Brock says, on one condition, Hell in a Cell. And I thought, hell yeah, I love that. Big surprise here. Again, I love some Hell in a Cell. Great idea for SummerSlam in Minneapolis for this feud to end. Probably will be Brock's last match, I'm assuming. And they conveniently, at least for now, swerve the whole winner of the King of the Ring has to pick champion. But we find out a little bit later where that goes. From that, we go to a backstage segment. Paul Heyman is selling the Hell in the Cell idea to Adam Pearce. All of a sudden, Austin Theory shows up and says he's surprised to see Heyman. He didn't know he was there and that Heyman hasn't been answering his calls. Heyman tells him, well, now you know, and walks off dismissively. It's likely due to the fact that the Division's been sucking lately and they lost the tag team titles. Pearce then runs into Obafemi, who's still nursing his nads, and confirms with him that he wants the Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam. Oba says, yes, it must end this way. All right, from that, we get a match. Ethan Page versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio wins. In-ring segment, Joe Hendry in the ring with a guitar and a mic. He calls out the new World Tag Team Champions, Street Profits, to the ring. Joe sings a song pretty much making fun of Austin Theory. The song is interrupted by Theory, who comes out and says he talked to Pearce and the Vision will get a rematch for the tag titles next week. Then he mouths off to Joe Hendry, and we have our next match starting right now. Joe Hendry versus Austin Theory. And I wasn't expecting much out of this. It was a decent little match, but I'm honestly surprised Joe Hendry went over and he won clean. So good on him there. A couple more segments, then we'll get your guys' thoughts here. Backstage segment, Pearce makes a match between Raquel Rodriguez and Maxine Dupree later tonight. Then Liv and Roxanne show up. Liv's bitching about, being cursed and some other stuff. And then we have an in-ring segment where Io Sky comes out to give her rah-rah speech for winning Queen of the Ring, but Liv interrupts her, and along with Raquel and Roxanne, ultimately beat the shit out of Io Sky. All right, I'll move to Big Kev first on this one. Let me get your thoughts on Monday Night Raw so far. We've had a few segments, a couple matches.
Yeah, props to Liv Morgan for sporting those heels in the beatdown. I'm not talking about the bad guys. So she was wearing some like stiletto heels. Stomping a stiletto mud hole in Io Sky. The beatdown was a little rough though. They like hung her up on the turnbuckle too, and it looked like they really knew what to do. It felt a little bit like the dog catching the postman's truck, the delivery driver. It's like they caught the truck. What do you do now, right?
Yeah.
No, it was all good though. They beat her down. More story development. Feels like the fallout felt right for everything that was happening. Opa felt a little weak, getting kicked there, and I don't know. I want him to get his comeuppance against Brock Lesnar, but otherwise, yeah, it was all right. Raw, good stuff going on. I liked it.
Well, I thought Oba Femi's promo was a little odd when he asked for another reception. Like, I'm the king now. Give me another reception. And he doesn't even wear the damn crown.
Yeah, agreed.
It was nice to see Brock wear some track pants to avoid another wardrobe malfunction. But then Brock tells everybody he doesn't watch the show. Like, okay. Anyways, but I like the whole thing where Brock was like, I heard you were calling me a coward. And he's leaning over to Paul Heyman like, ha, 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 ha. And then you called me a little bitch. Sorry. I had a lot of fun with that one. Ethan Page and Rey Mysterio. Fun match. Rey's still great to watch. Ethan's improving. Ethan's got a bright future. A little surprised that Rey won. I thought they were going to build towards Ethan Page versus Penta. Joe Hendry. Great seeing him back. Street Profits were annoying. Decent match. I like when Joe gets serious.
Too. In the singing, right?
Yeah. Corey and Cole's commentary here was freaking hilarious. I love these two. All right. Is that where we left off? Did you get to like Io's, at least Io Sky?
Yep, the beatdown. The stiletto mud hole.
Yeah. At least Io wore the crown, unlike Obafemi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't catch the whole stiletto heel thing, but I'll keep my eye out for that.
And watch the playback. Rocking some big black heels.
Okay.
Up next, we got a match: LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso. So I don't know who wanted this rematch, but I certainly didn't ask for it. I'm a fan of LA Knight. Don't get me wrong, but okay, here we go. This time Jay is sitting ringside. So surprise, surprise. Jimmy Uso wins off a distraction by Jay. Post-match, Solo shows up and hits Jimmy with the Samoan Spike. Then Knight hits a BFT on Jimmy while he is preoccupied watching Solo slink back through the crowd. This is where we see the continuation of what started on SmackDown.
Yes.
LA Knight's reluctant to join up with Solo, but I think it's going to happen. And I think that's a very good thing because both guys are fantastic, but the main event scene's a little crowded. It's even a little crowded, in the mid-card title scene. So I think, hey, throw them together in a tag team. They could be super entertaining, very good in the ring, and I'm here for it. So I smell a tag team match and maybe permanent pairing of these two. We get a reminder that Unreal Season 3 is coming July 21st and will highlight the end of Cena's in-ring career. Yay. We also learn that due to the altercation between Gunther and Nick Aldis after Night of Champions, both have been suspended. This has got to be heading towards a match between these two at some point. Hopefully SummerSlam, which would be friggin' awesome because we'll finally get to see Nick Aldis back in the ring. I think this is the first time he'll ever be wrestling in a WWE ring, which is crazy. But it's a bummer knowing that there's no way he's going to beat Gunther. I don't know. Maybe he might. We'll have to see what the crystal ball tells us when that happens. And the Big Kev picks, too, because Big Kev's been on a roll here.
Right.
After that, we get a backstage segment. Jacob Fatu says he's going to go to SmackDown, take care of Solo. Jay and Jimmy are like, well, I'm going to. Okay. Then we have a pre-recorded segment with Lyra Valkyria. And she's looking a bit like Wednesday Addams here. She looks like shit. She says that she's been the bigger person for the better part of a year, but she loses her cool one time and everybody comes down on her. She also says she's not losing any sleep over what she has done. She literally looks like she hasn't slept in days. Like that's the get-up that they've put on this girl. I said a long time ago I wanted Lyra to become a heel, and I wanted her to come out in all black and be just a dastardly heel, and I think that would be great. She's grown on me. Her in-ring has grown on me. Her promos have grown on me. I think that she's come a long way, but I still am loving the fact that they're making a heel out of her. I just hope she doesn't look like she did in this promo when she's in the ring, because it was rough. Then we have a match between Raquel Rodriguez and Maxine Dupree. Very little offense from Maxine here. She got a few shots in, but ultimately it was Raquel basically beating the crap out of her. And I just also want to point out with this match how stupid it is that they've put Raquel going for the IC title at this point. Is she not, good enough and a big enough threat and to go for one of the main titles here? What are we doing? I think
Feels like they started her a little bit, where they were going to have her, dissension with Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, okay, you're the best. I would have wanted to see Raquel, big, sexy, just boom, punch Liv Morgan right in the mouth, turn on her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Raquel Rodriguez rocks. She's cool.
I noted that too. I'm like, would it not be a better story to see her turn and go after Liv? And but
yeah, maybe they're gonna go back to that. Who knows? I hope so.
But then
there's money there.
There's the Io Sky thing. So, and that's another thing too. We've seen Io Sky in this top title contention main event scene. I would much rather be seeing the Raquel versus Liv angle here instead of getting the same thing that we've already kind of seen over and over.
Yep, they could quick pivot. Who knows? Keeps you coming back every week, right?
Yeah. Let's see. From that, Chad Gable versus JD McDonough. So Chad Gable in his crazy new entrance music. I don't even know what it says.
At least he wasn't clapping like an idiot the whole time.
I kind of liked that last week. I note that there is an absolutely sickening Spanish fly that sees JD land straight on his dome. Shortly after this spot, Danhausen shows up, drops off a briefcase supposedly containing the money he owes Dom. He gets chased off by Dom. Back in the ring, Gable slaps the ankle lock on JD, who taps out immediately. Post-match, Dom and JD open the briefcase, get a bunch of cocaine exploded in their face. Danhausen shows back up and snatches the jersey back from Dom, but gets knocked down on the stage by Raquel, who steals the jersey again. So, JD McDonough, my God, he's either really good or really stupid, because he does things that every time I'm just like, oh my God, God is my witness, he's broken in half. All right, there's a couple more segments, but real quick, guys, I don't want to run off and leave you too far behind. We have the LA Knight and Jimmy Uso match, the Gunther and Nick Aldis possibility, Jacob Fatu going to SmackDown to take care of business. That was kind of a nothing. Lyra Valkyria and Raquel versus Maxine, and Chad versus JD. Slick Vic. Lot to digest there, pal.
Man, I like you. I wasn't excited for LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso too, but I did like the ending when Solo came out. So that's good stuff. So I'm, like I said earlier on my SmackDown review, I'm looking forward to this now. Jacob going to SmackDown to finish this. All right, cool. Sammy going to challenge, or Jay's going to challenge Sammy. Yeet. I don't know if you caught this, but they caught like Chad Gable like doing bicep curls and then he apologizes to Penta, or he talks to Penta for a second, and then two or three segments later, Maxine walks past him. He's still doing bicep curls.
Yeah, I didn't notate that and then I went back because we're going to talk about here in a moment that there's sort of a continuation of that, and I'm like, damn it, I should have actually notated when she was in the back. But anyway,
yeah, the what's it called? The Raquel versus Maxine match was better than I expected. That springboard jackhammer thing that Raquel did look pretty good, and then she did a torture rack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Then Maxine's spin kick looked pretty good too. Give her that.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was late to the party, but I had to hit it anyway.
I telegraphed that. It's okay. I'm not telegraphed. I mean, I begged for it there.
Yeah.
Anyways, Chad Gable and JD McDonough, man, JD is fantastic. Also, that rolling boot to the ankle lock that Chad did looked really smooth, and belly to belly in the corner was great. I was invested. These two put on a hell of a match. And then, the Danhausen came out. I was like, my first thing was, what's in the box? And as you said, it was, some white powdery substance that probably went up some of their noses. All right. Yeah. That's my quick thoughts on Raw.
Little nose candy in there. There was some real money in there too. I caught a glimpse of some dollars.
Real human monies.
Yeah.
Big
Kev?
cool if it was like Danhausen bucks in that briefcase, right? It's
yeah,
got his face on it or something.
Yeah, that's what it should have been.
They could build that up
$5.
as a little, funny, a little funny backstage segment. Two big takeaways. Nick Aldis back in a wrestling ring. That'd be awesome.
Hell
that
yeah,
rocks, absolutely rocks. He's done some great work, especially against Gunther too. That'd be awesome. And I am here for the Solo Sikoa LA Knight, tag team. I could see them being a good, I don't know, odd couple tag team.
A little rock and sock connection going on there.
Rock and sock team Hell No.
Oh man, that was classic. That was great.
They can do that, and I think there's money there. I'm here for it. I think those two big things to add on to your guys' stuff. I'm excited about those prospects.
All right, sweet. Let's see. Where did we? My bad. Whoopsie. I used to think he said whoopsie whenever I was a kid.
I thought the same thing, man.
Same.
It's like Star Fox 64, where Rob 64 says "good luck." There's a couple people I know that think he says "report."
What?
I don't know. I always thought he said "good luck," and he does, but good luck.
Yeah. What about What about when Mario swings Bowser around and then tosses him?
So long, gay Bowser. They changed it's changed in another version. He just says bye-bye
Oh, really? They
as
took
he
that
throws
out?
him. Yeah, if you play it on the Switch,
Oh,
the
man.
64 Switch
Yeah.
version, he just bye-bye.
Damn.
But I always
like-
knew he was saying so long, King Bowser, right?
I like gay Bowser. I want
Gay
gay Bowser to
Bowser.
come in. Yeah. Couple more segments here to end Monday Night Raw, guys. Backstage segment, Maxine Dupree is icing her wounds in the back when Austin Theory shows up, and he asks, what was that? She's confused, but he corrects and says, he's talking about when she was talking to Chad Gable earlier. And Theory says if she's going to go down that path, then maybe this isn't working out. What isn't working out?
Their
What the
secret
fuck?
love affair.
They haven't explained anything. We've saw her in some backstage segments for like 2 months. They haven't fleshed it out whatsoever. And then all of a sudden he's dumping her. Like what is going on here?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like a off-screen death.
we're
On
supposed
screen.
It's over
Yeah.
before it started.
well, I mean, you would have to be. They just haven't zoomed in on this. You know what I mean? At all. It's just like been there, kind of in the background. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, well, I'm done with you. I don't know. I thought I didn't like it, but
I agree. Actually, yeah.
hopefully they expand. They still can expand on it, I guess. But I
Yep.
was wanting to see her join the Vision and be like the chick version, or the girl in the Vision.
Maybe it'll go the other way, and you got Theory joining Alpha Academy. Got him in a singlet, little American singlet thing.
Yeah.
He's the new Chad Gable.
Yeah. They'll probably slap a fucking mask on him and like make him another El Grande at this point. I don't know where they're going with that one.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I mean, sure. To close out Monday Night Raw, guys, Roman Reigns and Gigawatt Fatu come down to the ring. Reigns asks the crowd to acknowledge him. Then Seth Rollins comes out. And this is where we were talking about, kind of wish Braun Breaker had won that cage match, but at the same time, knowing this, where this segment takes us, makes sense. They basically cut a promo with each other. They talk about the past that they've had, the 10 years that they've spent in the company, everything from the Shield leading up to now. And Seth tells him that it might be the last chance that he's got to go down this road, and he's never beaten him before. As much as Roman Reigns has done, all of his accolades, all of his WrestleMania main events, he's never beaten Seth Rollins. So Roman says he's right, and that he doesn't want to beat him, he needs to beat him, and he will do just that at SummerSlam. So we have our World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam, and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, and we also already know it's going to be Io Sky versus Liv for the Women's World title, and Oba and Brock in Hell in a Cell. So we got 3 matches so far for SummerSlam. Maybe more. I don't know. But I know that there's at least 3 there so far. So what'd you think of this, guys? And overall, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
Take it, Slick
Well,
Vic.
That promo at the end with that Seth cut, one of his best, I think. One of Seth's best promos ever. He delivered there
Solid.
big time.
Yes.
And Roman's response, great, fantastic, loved it. I'm in. That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. I'm in. Like, just the delivery and the timing, it was great. Like, he's hyping Roman up. I feel like these are the best ones where it's like the best promos, right? Is where you don't cut the person down. You can kind of build them up and then also give that great line, right? But you never beat me. And it's like, oh, like mic drop right there. It was pretty dope.
And
I'm looking
the
forward to that
history.
match.
Like, is there any feud that's been going on this long, or like these two guys have? I guess they debuted 2012. They broke up in 2014. This has been a long damn feud. A lot of tenure here.
Long time coming. And they've
Definitely
tagged up
on.
together too,
Yeah.
shaky alliances. They've both been off the shelf for sometimes too. Roman's been doing the bloodline for years as well. And Seth has been hurt a couple times, so
They even did a one-off Shield reunion before Mox left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the
It's kind
throw Kurt Angle in the mix there too for pointing the Shield. It's like they
Yeah.
plucked a fan from the crowd. He's like all smiling with the Shield gear and all that. I love that. I want to freeze frame of his face because he's just like, they're all serious. He's just all excited, like, yeah, they picked me. They picked me for their football team.
Oh man, well, I can for one say I'm pumped for SummerSlam. I'm more pumped for SummerSlam right now more than I was for WrestleMania. Probably at this same, time frame out from the PLE. Definitely looking forward to it. But that was Monday Night Raw, guys, and that pretty much wraps everything up. Do you want to do some trivia? Some quick trivia?
Yeah, do a little.
Yeah, hit me with the quick trivia.
All right,
Quick
we'll do
trivia.
quick trivia.
Lightning round here.
Lightning round. Okay, so as I sort of explained earlier, Slick Vic's over there beating the shit out of his microphone.
That
again.
was the thunder to the lightning. Boom.
That was he's calling for the bell. He's wanting the he's ready to go home here with the gong, which
Not
we will
until
here.
I've had my trivia.
All right, well, Slick Vic, you got an opponent today, and again, we'll go a few questions here, maybe I don't know, maybe 10 if we can get through about 10 questions. If you don't like your question, you can pass it off. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you lose a point. And I have actually a sweet soundbite for Big Kev if he gets it right. Slick Vic, you still got the Final Fantasy victory theme, but I got something special for Big Kev he'll like. So
We
all right,
might
who
not
wants to-
hear it tonight. We might not hear it at all.
All right, so let's see. Do we flip a coin? Do we just pick who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, well, all right. So I thought I had some trivia music too, but you know what? Fuck it. We don't got to worry about that.
Sonic.
Right? Was that? No, that was. Yeah, that was the trivia music, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was thinking
okay.
trendy game.
It should be that.
Should be the trendy game, right?
Holy crap! Well,
Yeah.
you know
Just
what, I'm
picture it in
sorry,
your
guys.
head.
I got so much stuff going on here that I don't know where my Sonic music went, but it's not here anymore. Anyway, let's pretend that we are listening to the Sonic music. All right, first question. Now, this is I felt like this was sort of even ground for everybody. We're gonna go with the network era. All right.
Okay.
So, you good with that, Big Kev?
Which network? The WWE network?
Yeah, $9.99.
All right. Oh, $9.99. All right. Good. I got that. I got my T-shirt in my closet of that one.
All right, sweet. Number one, Slick Vic. From which backwood? Some of these are kind of easy. From which backwoods cult did Daniel Bryan break free on the 13th January 2014 before defeating their leader at the Royal Rumble?
Follow the buzzards. That would be the Wyatt family.
All right, Slick Vic. Good job. Big Kev, number two. Who made their return to WWE in the number 28 slot at Royal Rumble 2014 after 4 years out of the company?
I don't remember. 4 years out of the company?
You can pass rather than taking a loss on the point.
Yeah, no, I'll pass it to you, Slick Vic. Do you know?
2014, 4 years out of the company. Oh, Batista.
Okay. Was that
Slick
Blue
Vic.
Tista?
I think
That
it
was
was.
wearing the
that
blue
was the
trunks?
Blue Tista era.
Gosh,
think
man,
it
I
was.
could not. I forgot about that. I remember Blue Tista though, and Boo Tista.
Yeah.
They're booing the heck out of him too.
Hell yeah. Well,
It's
speaking
hard
of
to
which,
think that
this
far
is
back now.
This is an
Whew.
interesting one. This one is actually going to go to Slick Vic. Now, I know you
Yep.
passed,
Yeah.
but it would be his question.
Yep.
Slick Vic, which typically popular babyface received boos when he entered the Above match at number 30. So we're talking about the Royal Rumble 2014.
Rey Mysterio.
Well, goddamn, Slick Vic, just
Yeah.
go ahead and kill my shine.
And as always, I have no prior knowledge of any of these questions.
Yeah, the rest of that with the Pittsburgh crowd anticipating the arrival of Daniel Bryan. So that was the whole thing
Yeah.
Yep.
at that point.
Even though I think they had already revealed that Rey Mysterio was in it. And they just didn't. The crowd
yeah.
just turned.
Yeah, maybe they were hoping the last minute swerve or something. All right, next question, Big Kev. The WWE Network officially launched on they word this weird. On February 24th, 2014. What was the first live wrestling match shown on the service?
What? When did it debut? February?
February 24th, 2014.
What the heck happens in February?
It's asking about a specific match. This is going to be a hard one to.
Oh, it's
Figure
a
out
specific match.
Yeah, like somebody versus somebody.
Oh gosh. You know what? It's Snot Dudley and
Yes.
Big Dick Dudley versus the Pitbulls. ECW
All right.
1995. That was the first one. That was the
I thought he
tag
had
team
his own
match.
win. I thought he had his own winning fanfare.
Well, he does, but he didn't really get it right.
I didn't get it
so I
right.
can't
No, I don't know what it is. Could Vic? I don't know. Take a stab
I
at
have
it.
no idea. No, I don't.
What
I don't
match
know.
was it?
Well, we'll throw that one out. Nobody loses on that one. Cesaro versus Sami Zayn.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
That would have been a
Huh.
hard one to figure out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it? Slick Vic?
Slick Vic.
What was the first NXT special to air on the WWE Network?
Oh God. Wait. So if I guess and if I'm wrong, I lose a point. But if I
Yes.
pass,
Then you
and
don't.
if Kevin gets it right, he steals the point.
He steals the points. And
But
gets
what
the
if he-
next question.
get
What
the
if he gets it
glory.
wrong? Does he lose a point?
No,
Oh, so I'm giving him a free guess then.
pretty much.
Okay. Well, pass.
Okay. I was there. NXT
Oh.
Takeover Brooklyn.
Fucking bullshit!
It was a good guess, though, right? I was at
Yeah.
NXT Takeover Brooklyn, but I don't know if that was
me.
it.
I really thought you were there.
Yeah, no, I was there. I was there, but I don't think that was the first one that they had on there.
Don't tell me about it. I was there.
Oh, the first one was NXT Arrival. NXT
You know,
Arrival.
the name of that does
Okay.
make sense.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Big Kev. According to a disgruntled CM Punk who walked out of WWE following Royal Rumble 2014, who was Daniel Bryan originally scheduled to face at WrestleMania 30 before the Yes movement took hold?
Oh my gosh. Because it didn't end up being that, right?
Right.
It was.
So Daniel Bryan was going to face somebody. This is according to CM Punk. I guess
Yeah.
maybe this might have been during that big podcast thing he done.
Because I think it ended up becoming a triple threat, right? It was, what was it? Triple H, Batista, and Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan had to beat Triple
He
H.
had to beat Triple H, yeah.
to
But that
get
wasn't the
into the
original
title
thing.
match.
It was a whole
Right.
different thing from CM Punk. Brother, I don't know. Who's Daniel Bryan going to face? I don't know. Sheamus. Was it Sheamus?
Yeah, it was Sheamus.
What? Are you kidding
Good
me?
guess.
That was just
Yeah.
an out there guess.
That was it.
I was just thinking of
Oh, I
guys
was-
who was there who wasn't doing much.
I was waiting for you
Yeah.
to pass because I had that answer here. I was like,
Oh, I
he
gotta
doesn't know
guess
this
now.
guy.
I feel I gotta get the points. I gotta get on the board. Wow,
You
Sheamus,
got on
man.
the board. You got a big point.
Irish fella. All right.
Nice.
Well played, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
Wow.
Good
Holy
job.
smokes. Know your era, I guess.
Yeah, for real. All right, next question. Slick Vic, which stadium did WrestleMania 30 host Hulk Hogan inadvertently welcomed fans to during his opening address on the show?
What's the arena that Hogan thought they were in?
Yeah, what did he call it?
The
You got to
Silver
do it in your
Dome.
bed. Oh. So you got to do it in a Hogan voice.
Silver Dome, brother. That's where I body slammed Andre the Giant.
Nice. He said it 3 or 4 times, and then finally he's like, "Oh yeah, we're in the Superdome, brothers. My bad." Next question, Big Kev. From which Floridian ghost town were the Wyatt family originally billed before announcers ceased mentioning their hometown? This is an interesting one. I didn't know this.
Well, it ain't Pensacola, because that's the hustle and bustle of Florida right there. Home of Roman Reigns.
Is that a Floridian ghost town, though?
No, it's not. I'm not sure. I'm going to pass this one to Slick Vic. I don't think he knows
All
it.
right. Good call.
Oh, God. It's probably somewhere in Florida, though.
I hope so.
Let's see. What am I? Let me get my geography out there. Oh, man. Sure. I don't know.
All right. The answer to that question, guys, Snakebite.
Snakebite, Florida.
Snakebite, Florida. B-I-G-H-T. That's how they spelled bite there.
Huh.
B-I-G-H-T.
Not many Snakebite towns.
All
Sure,
right.
Snakebite, Maine.
Truth or consequences.
Slick Vic, you got an easy one coming up. I'm sorry, Big Kev. You've
That's
been
all
getting
right.
the wheel's been harsh on you tonight.
The wheel weaves as it will.
All right. Slick Vic, after succeeding in a WrestleMania 30 Battle Royal, Swiss superstar Cesaro won a trophy named after which WWE Hall of Famer?
That big, stinky smelling Andre the Giant, brother.
All right.
Wasn't the Snot Dudley Classic he won? Or the Big Dick Dudley statue?
A lot of beef.
The Kazarni
Big Dick Dudley statue.
the Kazarni Cup.
Yeah, the Kazarni Cup.
What's the worst tournament you could make, or the worst rumble? The Hacksaw Jim Duggan 2x4 bronze.
Ho Cup.
Well, they were going to have that one women's tournament named after Fabulous Moolah before they
before
they changed their
They
mind.
kiboshed that, yeah.
The Mae Young Classic.
No, the Fabulous Moolah one. The Mae Young
I know,
Classic
but
was fun.
I think they changed it to the Mae Young Classic, didn't they?
I think they just called no. The Mae Young Classic was that tournament. They had like a Miss WrestleMania. They had like a Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal instead, or something like that.
Oh.
It was going to be like the Fabulous Moolah Invitational or something.
Yeah.
But they decided
that didn't go over well.
We can't.
They put a pulse on the internet and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
They should have just went forward with it, you know. All right, next question. Whose turn is it now? I've lost track.
It's Kevin's turn.
Big Kev's turn.
I'm not writing down my score either. I know I got one right.
I'm keeping
I got one wrong too.
Well, you didn't actually. Did you get one wrong?
Yeah, I referenced the Snot Dudley and
oh yeah, but you.
Big
I
Dick
think
Dudley.
you.
So I got one wrong and I got one right. I think I'm at a flat 0.
Well, didn't you pass on that question though? Didn't you pass that one to Slick Vic?
Oh gosh, no, I'm eating that point.
Okay, well, you're
I'm a gentleman. I'm at a flat 0 here.
I'm trying to give you
Respect
something,
the
and
score.
you're not taking it.
Well, give
It's
me a
okay.
layup here, Mr. Mosley. Give me
All
a
right,
real
I'll give you a
easy
layup.
question.
This one's not very hard. The Undertaker's lengthy WrestleMania streak came to a close at the hands of Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30, setting the score at 21-1. Who was the first wrestler to explicitly challenge Undertaker's record? Maybe this is hard.
Yeah, this is hard. The streak. Well, it wasn't Giant Gonzalez. I know that.
I didn't finish. I didn't finish the question. I was like, kind of just looking over it, and I'm like, WrestleMania streak, Undertaker, WrestleMania. Okay, this is going to be
I was
easy.
waiting for where the
didn't
question was. It's like, when's the punchline coming, man?
Yeah,
it's
really.
like, I don't
So-
know. I want to say it's CM Punk.
Eventually they did, because I don't think the streak was really a thing until, I don't know, after like he beat 10 people or 11 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I don't know who. Oh, yeah. Shawn Michaels. Ugh, WrestleMania. I don't know. I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass it off to Slick Vic. I threw a
Slick Vic,
few things to throw you off your game there, Slick.
who was the
Was
first
it-
person to explicitly challenge the streak.
I'm going to go with
That's
Randy
tough.
Orton.
Oh.
You got it right.
Okay. Randy Orton.
I
I'm
told-
glad I didn't really answer that then.
I told you, Big Kev, man. He's Slick Vic on
I
the
can't-
trivia.
I can't beat him. Guy's
All right,
got
why don't we
wrestling trivia coming out of his ears.
Why don't we go a couple more here?
Yeah.
Just to we'll give Big Kev a chance to get on the board. He took his own point a minute ago.
Yeah, that's
All right,
okay.
next question. I believe this is Slick Vic's turn. On the 22nd of June, 2014, Ring of Honor presented their first live pay-per-view from Nashville's Tennessee State Fairgrounds Sports Arena. What was it called?
A Ring of Honor question, really?
This is the network era, pal.
They were not on the network. All right, what's the question one more time?
It's basically asking what was the first Ring of Honor presented their first live pay-per-view from Nashville's Tennessee State's Fairgrounds Sports Arena. What was it called?
Pass.
Big Kev?
I couldn't even name you a single Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I don't know, the Rise of Honor.
That's a solid guess.
It's not Dudley Classic.
Was Not Dudley on the card?
Snot was not there that
He was
night,
not there.
unfortunately.
Bullshit!
Yeah, I agree, Shiki. Apparently, and I would have gotten this wrong too. I would have been like Super Card of Honor or whatever. That's the only one that I know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was called Best in the World.
Oh, okay.
It says the promotion had produced pre-taped pay-per-views for many years prior, the first of which, Respect is Earned, aired the 1st of July, 2007. So this was the, I guess, first broadcast one anyway.
Huh.
All right, last question. Big Kev. Who did William Regal replace as general manager of NXT in July 2014?
Ooh. I know this. I was watching around this time too, but I don't know the answer. But I believe for all the marbles, or at least to get on the board, I want to take a guess, right? Was it
Take a
Kurt,
guess.
was it Kurt Angle?
No,
Fucking
unfortunately, it was
bullshit.
not
Dang,
Kurt
man.
Angle.
He was
The
a GM
answer-
at some point, though. Wasn't he the GM of Raw around then?
Yeah, he was the GM of Raw. I don't think he was
Okay.
ever the GM of NXT.
Dang it, Nagget.
Who is
Slick
it?
Vic. Well, it was JBL.
It was JBL, huh?
I had no clue. I had
Jonathan
no clue.
Bradshaw Layfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, man. See, these are tricky ones,
Stumped
too.
me.
You got to think,
I love
think
it,
3
Michael.
steps ahead. You said it, Maggle.
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 God. Shut up, Maggle.
JBL.
Oh, well.
Didn't think I'd lose out on a JBL question there. Oof, man. What am I, a
Hey,
negative 4 at the end?
These were different. Like, we've been doing
That's
trivia
tough.
out of the other book. Some of these were super easy, but some of them were pretty tough, and there were no multiple choice out of all of those. As a matter of fact, I read up to question number 12, and there doesn't come a multiple choice question until 17. And then
Mhm.
there are, and then 47. So,
Wow.
yeah, tough call there.
Tough
but good
book.
job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Got that Sheamus one, man. That was pretty
Everyone.
legit. Talk
You
about a
did. You got
stab
that.
in the dark.
That was impressive. Where the hell is my Sonic music? That's what I want to know. God damn it. Anyway,
Fell out of your ears.
it fell out of my ears. Why would it take my Sonic music away?
Kind of nice things.
You know what? I'm gonna take just a few moments here to go to my sounds, go to my music, and bring it back. It was. Oh, that's why. Because I forgot what the thing was called. Play, damn it. Yeah.
No way.
I tried to put my book up. I ended up making a huge mess. So anyway, we got our music. I'm happy.
What is that? Which Sonic game is that from?
That is from Sonic and Knuckles. If you put any Sonic and Knuckles was a lock-on cartridge. If you put any,
I got it right over there. Sonic
Oh,
2
nice.
is in it right now.
Oh, sweet. Well, have you ever tried putting Sonic 1 in it?
I don't think I have. No, I didn't think that would work.
If you put Sonic 1 in it, you get a screen and it says "No Way" at the top, and it plays that music right there.
Oh, okay. That's the No
And
Way
it-
music.
Yeah, if you press A, B, and C at the same time, it will unlock the special stages, which there's like 200 some of them. Like the special stages from Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's like a bunch of those.
Okay.
So, if you put any Genesis game on top of Sonic and Knuckles, it would give you like a sort of like the same screen and music, and it would be grayed out, and you would get to play one level. But if you put Sonic 1 on top of it, you get to play all, like, I don't know, there's a crazy amount.
Okay. I'm about to test that out after this. Maybe throw Vector Man on the top there and
There you go. Yeah,
jam
see
out
what-
to some music. See what Vector Man's cooking up.
Yep, but that's where it's from, and with that, I think we hit the gong earlier, but you know what? I'm going to hit it again. Why not? You can never get enough of the old gong. Big Kev, appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thank
you
you,
did.
guys.
You did
Yeah.
pretty terrible on trivia, but you know what? That was an impressive guess at that Sheamus question.
I'll take that. I'll take whatever I could get. Hey, I got some good picks in too, right? Got the big.
Oh, you got some
picks
great
through.
picks. Yeah, you came
It's
out
not
on
trivia.
top. I won't.
They
do
can't all
picks
be show
anymore.
ponies, man. They can't all be show ponies.
That's true. I won't do picks anymore. I'm against it. I won't do it. But Slick Vic came out with 4 points. Kev, unfortunately, you got a big -1, but there's always time to improve. You're welcome anytime to join us here on Wrestling with Power again. It was fun.
Thanks, guys.
Slick Vic's over there falling asleep.
About to tap out. He's in the sleeper hold.
We're going to hear that big microphone boom. It's just going to be his head hitting the fucking desk.
There's a new gong in town, folks.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me, man.
I would totally
Donk.
clip that and use it from now on.
Oh, this is great, guys. Thank you. It's always good chatting with you and just, shooting the breeze, chatting wrestling, and just having a good old time. So I appreciate you both.
Yeah. Let's do this
Heck
again
yeah.
sometime.
I'll
Yeah,
be the
for sure.
Byron Saxton to you guys anytime.
All right, sweet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us here at Wrestling with Power. Just to remind everybody, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/wrestlingwithpower, youtube.com/@wrestlingwithpower, Spotify. I still haven't figured out what that URL is, so just search Wrestling with Power. It's on there. But I'm gonna give my sign off. Slick Vic will give his sign off, and in that time, Big Kev, you come up with a sign off, and we'll let you sign us off tonight. Everybody, stay powerful.
And I want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Take care and have a wonderful day.